What are you doing? Bye, baby. Normally I'd bring her with me, but we're gonna go all the way to the backwoods, and that's quite a long trek for a little dog. If we were taking them side by side, maybe I'd consider it, but our other dog is pregnant potentially, so it's kind of more fair to keep everybody behind. So hey guys, and welcome back to the WTFarm Girl channel. We are gearing up for our hopeful house build. We are still working on the cabin that is coming, so don't worry. But, we are gonna go out today and we are gonna look through the woods and scope out trees and measure them and see exactly what we can get for beams for a house. We could save potentially upwards of $30,000 or more. So, let's go.
So today we're kind of like trying to get an idea what we have for wood out here. Suzanne said this is a silver maple or red maple. And if I come up about 5 feet from the trunk, this one's about 20-inch diameter. You got about a 20-foot log there. So I guess what I've seen on the internet, a 14-inch tree should be able to get a 10-inch beam out of it.
This tree's a lot bigger than what you think it is. I mean, from far away it looked pretty skinny, but then when I got up on it, it was like, it's pretty good size.
Yeah, and we have bigger ones a lot bigger than this.
Yeah. So this is in what's known as our scrappy woods area.
This is stuff we would want to clear out anyways, because we would want to dig this out for a pond or something.
Yeah, but we'd want some of these bigger trees. I mean, it definitely would clear out some of the smaller ones, but some of the bigger ones I'd kind of want to leave. I guess the biggest thing is to look at the tops of the trees and see how healthy they look overall.
This one's a little smaller. This one's like 15-inch.
Yeah. Because the other thing is,
I know when
too,
they cut them for logs, typically 18-inch they want as a minimum.
We gotta remember that we might end up tapping this for maple syrup someday too. Woo! Eric's doing fancy footwork over here. Do you want to recreate that effect since I didn't get it all on video?
Come on, Puppers.
Oh, look who snuck out with us too. Are you going back? Or are you gonna come with us?
Come on, Puppers.
Are we gonna go home? What are you gonna do? It's up to you. You can go back home if you want. Go home. You wanna go home?
That's a big cherry tree.
Can't be left behind if Mom's wearing coveralls. That's not a cherry tree, hon. That's another silver.
Really? It looks like a cherry tree.
Nope. That's a silver or a red. Actually, it's probably a red because it's got the triple trunk, which is pretty common among red maples. But that's a pretty curvy one. I don't know that we'd want to cut that out. Although I don't think the life expectancy is too much longer on that boy. This one might be a good candidate right here.
No, it's
Oh.
They marked this one to cut. We pretty much have all of our trees marked, you know. You look for the ones with marks and...
Well, that's true. Yeah, so we actually had, I don't know if it was 2 or 3 different timbered people out here to look at our stuff.
Come on, Puppers.
There's a
Come on, Puppers.
woodpecker out here.
Come on, Puppers.
We had considered like what type of money could we get for logging out some of our woods. And they wanted to take 300 fully mature trees out. We told them no maples. So the first issue was they selected a lot of maples and they couldn't tell the difference between a hard maple and a soft maple. They kept saying, these are soft maples. I'm like, that's a black maple tree. That's a hard maple. That's a hickory tree.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I thought white oak had that shaggy bark.
No, that is a hickory tree. That is a hickory tree. You can make wood out of those. They make beautiful. Those are the beautiful cabinets that I like.
Right?
Oh, it is. We only have 2 on the entire property, so they gotta stay.
This is hickory.
I'm not sure what this tree is. This is something different. Or maybe that's the hickory, but that's definitely not white oak.
No?
No.
Guess it's easier to tell when the leaves are on them, huh?
I've gotten pretty good at telling. Maybe this was the hickory.
This tree. I like this tree where it's at.
This is a nice healthy tree. But I thought maybe this one was, I thought this was hickory because I remember the nuts coming out this far. But this is a very strange tree.
Definitely not a maple.
Well, no, it's definitely not a maple.
Not an oak.
No, it's not an oak.
I think that's a white oak, honestly.
It's not a white oak. No, that's not an oak tree. There's oaks on the back part, but they don't like to be wet. Unless that's oh shoot, what's that one that morel mushrooms like?
Ash?
No, it's not ash. It's what is that other tree? I don't think that's it.
You got to get into some more of our bigger woods, though.
Yeah, maybe that is a hickory. Gosh, because I swear that the hickories had that shaggy bark. But then I have no idea what that is. That's a nice tree though. So this is, they're all silver and red maples in here. And then a couple swamp oaks.
Man, could you imagine making a whole maple?
A whole maple what?
Timber frame? That'd be expensive timber frame. Most people don't use maple because it's so expensive.
Yeah, if we logged out some, you know, junk maples, which they're not junk, you can still make syrup out of silvers and reds. But it would essentially be a high-end. Oh, look, we have the cat following us too. Hey, everyone's going for a walk today. It'd be a high-end timber frame house because maples are sought after for cabinetry and furniture and stuff like that, and people wouldn't waste them on a timber frame beam house.
The silver maple's a little softer.
Yeah, it is.
But they're using pine for timber, so that's softer too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where on the hardness scale it sits. You'd have to look it up online. Yep, that's a silver or red. I think it's a silver. The reds tend to have a little bit more shaggy bark, which this would be silver. That would be silver. That one back there I think might be red. Or maybe that one's, yeah.
That's 18-inch tree.
Oh, that's a nice straight one too.
Yeah.
That would be a good one.
Yeah.
So how many timbers could you get out of this one prospectively?
I'd say 3 to 4.
3 to 4? Oh, because of how tall it is.
Yeah, it's really tall.
Oh. What about that guy right there?
So I think most of your timbers.
That guy would be kind of cool to cut down.
Timbers are like 10 feet length. But until you get a cut sheet.
Yeah. See, no, I don't think this guy produced much for sap, maple sap. Because he does have that big wound on the side. And he might be a good one to cut down. One that's got the big chunk.
Yeah,
I don't think.
That's not going to be good for timber.
Not any timbers at all? You don't think you could get any out of that?
It might be rotten in there.
Well, the rest of the tree's pretty good. It's just that one side.
Yeah.
But it would give you some cool looking timbers.
Maybe for boards or something.
There's just not a lot of very mature trees out here in these woods. I mean, some of these trees are decently sized, but you don't get a lot of really big trees because it's been logged off so many times. And so when we hear the loggers say they want to take 300 fully mature trees out, and the biggest ones of the group, that
that's a nice deep one right there.
yeah, I mean, you look out all the marks and I mean there'd be nothing left but little scraplings. In my book, that's called trashing your woods. That's not profit. And as Eric said, we can make more money off firewood than having the loggers come out. Plus, the loggers would leave the canopies and all the branches behind. So, in our book, that's just a total waste. We've actually done maple syrup back in here. See, here's an example. Actually, the green is my line. The green lines are mine. So are the reds. That's when I was marking different types of trees out. Although I didn't get it always right.
You cut a lot of the silver over down there, right?
Yeah, silvers and reds are all down in there. I mean, you can look at the tree line and see how straight they are. So my question is, do we have to take the oaks? Oh yeah, it's a deer scraping.
Yep.
So it's right here.
Old one.
So that's, they chew on the branch. That's kind of like their scent flag, and then they do their thing down there. That's the first one we've seen. So obviously, whatever we decide to cut for beams, we're gonna have to keep this same species throughout the whole house. So it's gonna look a little strange. So
I'm thinking it's gonna be oak. I don't. Would it look weird being red or white oak? I don't know. I think we have mostly red oak probably.
oak or maple. And if we went with maple, it would be probably silver or red. I mean, take your pick. This is all silver or red maple back here.
A lot more beech trees right now, though. Man, look at that one. That one's a nice tree there.
Yeah, that's a nice oak.
Huge. That's a big one. You think this is 22?
Probably 24.
22?
Yeah. So, and then the other thing the wood chipper would be used for is a lot of this crap. I mean, look at it all. This isn't from us. This is just stuff falling in the woods, which obviously we can't drive down here now with tractor or side by side. Yeah, you might be able to use it for firewood, but our log chipper can actually chew up a diameter log of
8 inches.
8 inches. Sounds like exciting stuff. Why have we not done videos on this yet? Well,
dude, that's bigger than
it's
this.
just timing. How big is that one?
Like 6?
That's 6 inch. So those would probably be like an 8 inch right here.
Dude, that's, yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
do that.
guys say anything, they don't ship anything larger than 6 because they consider that firewood. Like, I would consider
Right.
that firewood.
Oh yeah, because you can split that. I mean, this, I mean, just for people's idea, that's probably 8 inches.
That'd be a hell of a log to put through that chipper.
Well, that. Give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see an 8 inch log go through the chipper. That's not even 8, is it?
No, it's just shy of 8.
Oh my word. Gosh, that's
7.5.
probably an 8 inch. Is that an 8 inch right here? This looks like a little bit bigger. That's huge.
That's bigger.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
That's like
That's at
9.
least 8 to 9. I feel like we need to get this thing out just to see.
This one's about 8. Pretty, a little bit less than 8.
That one's 8?
7.5.
Okay. So this right here is about the size that it can handle. Gosh. I think we're gonna have to do this video because I know people are really gonna wanna see this. We haven't even tested this thing out yet.
I'd be nervous putting one through that big.
Well, we'll feed it in nice and slow. We'll get a couple smaller ones first just to test it out. So we have lots and lots of possibilities.
I'm thinking the species is gonna be oak.
I just get nervous taking that many oaks out because
Well,
it's food for the animals. I'd rather take silver or red maples.
Well, we haven't even looked how many of those we have.
The oaks?
Silver or red.
Are you kidding me? This
Well,
is like
let's go
pretty
look.
much all
Let's go see what we got.
silver and red. Plus they're huge. I mean, yeah, we can tap them for syrup, but I mean, I was calculating out each beam is worth about $1,000. Give or take, maybe.
Hmm?
Well, if we're factoring about 30 beams, how much do you think there's less than 30 beams in the house or more?
I don't know. We have to count them.
Right, so we haven't counted the beams yet. So I'm just guesstimating that, okay, let's say there's 30 beams in the house. I'm sure there's a lot less. But 30 beams, if you're saving $30,000, that comes out to $1,000 per beam, per timber post, right?
All these reds and silvers. I think.
All right, so that's an oak.
Honestly, I think maple would look prettier than oak.
Yeah. So that's a maple, but that's a black maple. And they're probably more accessible from the other side versus this side.
Right there? That's the maple.
Which one? Yep. That might be a black maple though. Yeah, that's a black. You can't have him. You can't take my good trees.
Are we allowed to take any trees? No, we don't want that tree.
It's got a poison ivy vine on it. See, there's a black maple right there.
From that vine.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Jeez, I had staph infection 3 times, which is the equivalent of poison ivy. Yeah, some more oaks right there.
They don't have much mark down in here. Well, they have that one marked.
Well, no, it probably was all wet when they came through here.
What's this one right here? This one they got marked.
It's either a red or a silver. I think it's probably a red. Yeah, that's a red, and then the one.
About ready to come down.
Oh gosh, yeah, I don't want to stand on this side of that tree.
There's not much holding that one up.
Well, you know it's crazy because this is, huh?
It's a big tree.
That is a big boy. He's big all the way up too. Dang. Well, I mean, this wouldn't be easy to cut down.
Yeah.
Timber. Yep, so that's a red.
How thick is the sapwood on these things? This is like 22.
I don't know. Do you have to get rid of the sapwood?
Well, when you're
I think it's
making them
only
into
like
a cant, you're getting rid of the sapwood.
I think it's only like an inch, not even that, because you're not supposed to drill them very deep. So most of these are silvers or reds back here.
I can see ones that have marks. I think we'll need to count the beams.
Yeah.
Let's see, go from there if we can have enough maples. How about that cracking when you want?
It is, but I'm a little more light. You better move fast. That's not fast.
I was trying not to fall.
I think you already did.
You remember that one year I fell through and got my leg wet up to here?
Yeah, I do.
In the middle of winter?
You were so mad. You
it
were
was freezing, dude.
I thought that was during hunting season. You were out hunting.
So numb by the time I got back to the house.
I thought we were looking for your deer or something. I thought we were looking for something.
No, you're just out exploring.
We're just out
It went above my muck boot.
Yeah, I flooded your muck boot. So I remember you having to sit and pour water out. No, I made you pour the water out because you were grumbling, oh, there's so much water in my boot. I'm like, well, then sit down and dump it out. I think Eric needs more. You need more experience walking across this sort of stuff.
The keto diet's not working. You try to get across.
Well, you can jump across.
Yeah, right. You would love to get that on video, me trying to jump across that. Hey, Miss Lightfoot.
You gotta go across quickly and lightly. Think light as a feather. What? Not that area. You're right next to the water spot. Right over here. Not too close that way. He doesn't listen. Or I have a better idea. Go fast! Don't skate across it! Why are you skating?
I'm not as dainty as you, Suzanne.
Just run across it, don't skate.
I thought that's how you do it lightly.
Well, or you could go around like this.
some of these bigger trees. Yeah, a lot of these need to come down. There's quite a few in here, isn't there?
Yeah. So this is one reason why we didn't tap these, because they're pretty hard to get to. We have to fight water.
I wouldn't mind
You have to
cutting
fight.
these things down.
Actually, we did try to come here one year and do buckets, and the buckets literally were floating down, floating down the water.
18.
Yeah, look at the roots, they're just eroding away.
Yeah, look at that. Quite a few in here.
Yeah. Yep, and so, again, so that's the road right up there. Yeah, there's a lot of, well, there's a bigger one back here.
1, 2,
Look at this
3,
guy.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I mean, these
We
are,
got 25 trees just in this little area.
yeah, yep. I mean, they're gonna go anyway, so might as well just have them live forever in our house.
We should figure out what the taper is too, though.
Yeah.
You know, if you start out at 18 on one end.
Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed our adventures in the woods on this beautiful day. And in case I don't see you before Christmas, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. There'll be more videos before the New Year, but Merry Christmas! And again, give this video a thumbs up if you are hoping that I'll get my cabin before Christmas. I've been good, really.
Oh, this one's 24.
Yeah, that's a big boy. That's a tall one. Stay tuned for more videos. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.
So